Hello there. So I wanted to go over a few new products that I'm enjoying. And I would say, pardon me, wrong product. Number one is this chlorophyll. It's from Whole Foods and it is not originated from the sea. It is from mulberry leaves, organic mulberry leaves, because I don't like, aside from dulse or seaweed, it says organic. I don't know how that could be organic in terms of adding to my foods. I don't like having chlorophyll that is originated from the oceans because there's pollutants in there. So this is from mulberry leaves and it has peppermint oil. So I found at first I was putting too much, so I had to dilute it with water. But I'm finding my digestion has really improved with this, and I'm very happy with that. So, and it was only $10, which is really reasonable. I try to take like a drop of iodine a day because many of us are deficient. So I like this brand. It is Mary Roots, and that will last a long time because it's just one drop. And I have been watching Jonathan Otto's video series on anxiety, depression, and dementia. And they mentioned frankinsense oil to put a drop. It has to be food grade to put a drop on your tongue. So I did this yesterday and today. It didn't have any ill effects on my stomach. And this is Rose Mountain. Let me see the brand. Rocky Mountain oils. And this was $60, and I know that's a lot, but when it comes to ingesting things internally, I want to make sure they're of very good quality. And let's see how it goes. I do feel calm, and my mood does feel improved since I took it today, this morning, and I took also a drop on my tongue yesterday. So also, I'm finding essential oils really do affect me quite positively. Now, this is another frankincense oil. I don't take this internally, but it is said to reduce sun marks and is really good for your skin. This is mentioned in the Bible a lot, frankincense. And I know a gentleman who has beautiful skin, and he says he applies this to his skin. So this one I wouldn't take internally. It does say steam distilled, but I want a very, very high quality. So I did mention the Rocky Mountain one that I bought. But this is for rubbing either on my wrist or putting under my nose. And I also have a diffuser, which currently has this in it, cedar wood. So that is going throughout the home. And it's a very nice smell of, it is reminiscent of walking in a pine forest or being in a cedar cabin. It just seems to bring good memories. I find this smell is like a sentimental back in time of good, pleasant memories. It also really alleviates the mood, and calming. I'll put it on my pillow sometimes before I go to sleep. So those are some of the things that I've been enjoying, along with this magnesium. These are magnesium flakes from Norway, and it is also from the company Now, and I do like this brand. They were only, for this big jar, it was only $20. And what you do is you put the flakes in the bath. So I start the bath, I put warm water, or really the hottest setting, and I put, let's say, a half a cup or 3/4 of a cup of these flakes, and they dissolve in the water, and your body absorbs the magnesium. It's really good for your bones, for calming, for moods, for anxiety, for digestion. And I do find that the first time I took a bath, I felt, fantastic. It felt like sunlight was coming through my body and my mind. It was amazing. I've taken 3 baths so far. I took one this morning. And it also does make you really think, all the products that surround us, if this can absorb into our body magnesium, think of all the toxins in our cosmetics and our cleaning products and our food that also absorbs I don't wear nail polish for that reason, because it absorbs right into the bloodstream, and people are very fixated on having all these nails and the colors, and now they have that where it dries, the nail dries under a special light, and it could cause melanoma, skin cancer. So anything unnatural has a consequence to it. And like, maybe I wore lipstick for my wedding, or maybe a couple times a year, but that also, I'm very cognizant not to wear lipstick, because you're putting it right into your mouth. um, you know, sometimes I'll wear makeup, but not as often, because now I'm married and my husband actually says he prefers me without makeup, which it's really nice to have a husband that is soulful, because he's not objectifying me and he's not putting pressure on me to look a certain way. He just really wants me to be healthy, and he sincerely says that he prefers me without any makeup on. So now, for the first time in forever, I'll go to the grocery store, I'll go out and not wear makeup. I do sometimes use Bare Minerals, or there is a Tarte foundation that I use. I'm sure it's not the best, but I also, for my skin, I do the serum. So I have another video, but it's like a glycerin base with vitamin C for the skin, which I bought on Amazon, and kojic acid for the skin, and furic acid, which I bought on eBay, and that all decreases the sunspots, which I have noticed have significantly decreased. I apply that every night and every morning, and it also makes like kind of gives a glow. So and this is another thing that I learned with Jonathan Otto video series, because he did one on essential oils, is fractionated coconut oil is not so greasy and absorbs much better, and can also take the essential oil, be a carrier for it. So I've been putting this on my skin. I don't put it on my face because it will create pimples, because it would clog the pores. But I have been putting it on my feet, because you know how the back of the soles of the feet get cracked, and I am noticing that they're softer. Sometimes I'll put it on and put a sock over it, and I want to try to do that every morning and every night as a habit. And yes, they are getting softer, and I'll see in a month it should help a lot. And then for lunch, I will link the lady's video in this video, but I made this curry, and I was really attracted to the curry because instead of just using a container of curry herbs and putting it in, she actually would get like the coriander and the garlic cloves and the ginger all fresh and blend it up, and then I cooked it in a little avocado oil, and I did add herbs like coriander and cumin and turmeric and lemon to this, and some peanut butter and miso. But I really like the fact that she took fresh items and ground them up to make the curry base, and I find it's a lot richer. I did also have like lemon juice. I'm gonna link her recipe. Mine's not exactly the same, as I improvise, but it was really nice with a base of coconut milk. So sometimes watching people make food, it's just really gets you intrigued to making things. And also, I try to make my husband's lunch every day for work, so I'm always looking for new recipes. I did make this amazing tofu quiche. The video that I did was too long and I wouldn't upload, but I'd like to make another video on it. So these are the products, some of the products that I'm really enjoying. I would say the highlight would be the chlorophyll for digestion, the frankinsense for alleviating and increasing good mood and a sense of calm and taking away like a depressive mood and anxiety, and the magnesium flakes. I would say those three things are really the highlight of my new products. And then for my outfit, I had actually seen this on Facebook, and I was like, that is so cute. And also it was cotton, which I love, because sometimes I'll buy material that is synthetic, but I love natural materials. And then it went on sale, so I had to buy it. But the funniest thing is that this was actually meant to be a dress, but it is so like short. I don't know who would wear this as a dress. But what I did is I just put it like, sorry, put a belt on it. I had this really pretty velvet belt, but I misplaced it yesterday. It'll show up. And then I put pants under it, because that's still like modest dressing, you know, if we're covering ourselves. Like wearing pants and showing, you know, our backside is not a part of modest dressing, because I like to adhere to that in the Jewish tradition. But I put on, let me stand up, I put on these pants, and then I have this. Like, who would wear such a short dress? I don't even know, you know. But I really love that. And so when you see something that's intended, you know, to wear in a different way that wouldn't be modest, you can change it to your own fashion. And I think it's so adorable. It was from Urban Outfitters. It was a Laura Ashley design, and I just love it. It's so sweet. So I know that my sense of fashion has increased since I dress modestly. Like, it's very romantic, and the velvet and the flowers and the details, and I make it very personalized, because secular dressing could be very impersonal. You're just buying what's in fashion. But when you dress modestly, you're dressing, you know, in your own style. You're not dressing like everybody else. So I found that my eye for detail is more artistic when I dress, as I've chosen to dress modestly. And like one of these other ladies that talked about modest dressing, she said that often a lady will come up and say, I love your clothing, or a piece of your clothing. And I find that as well, because it's really dressing in a way that you're not invoking competition between other women, because when we objectify our bodies, it can bring up a lot of emotions for other women, thinking, you know, they want to be this or more of that, and then you're being provocative for the eyes of men, and you're enabling them to treat you less than. So I love dressing modestly, and it's really, like I said, it's really become an art form. So these videos are all about helping you on your journey to feel the healthiest that you can, as I learn about more health things. And it's amazing. Like, I didn't know, I never took a magnesium bath before. I had heard of it, and I finally did it, and it really does work. And magnesium is really good and essential for your bones, calcium absorption, for strong teeth. As women, especially as we age, we want strong bones, and it is important to exercise and to, you know, lift weights. I had made a commitment with my husband that I was going to go to the gym. So what I do is I wait for him and we go together. So I'll wait for him to come home from work and we'll go together. And it is nice to have a partner, because when I went alone, it was such an effort to just get there. But now that I have a husband and I'm married, we do it together. So on the way there, it's like a lot more support. And I just do a half an hour on the elliptical trainer and a little bit of that, the weighted ball. I may do more later, but as long as I'm going, I try to go every other day. It doesn't always work that way, but I've been pretty good at keeping it up. And I may miss a week, but I'll get right back onto it. And because we go together, we're kind of depending on each other to encourage each other to go. So it's a wonderful thing to share with one spouse. So life is good. You know, we all have our challenges, and of course, they are um, they are there. But I wish you the best, and for another time, bye bye.